Welcome to Me and You Outside. That is one word, no spaces. Me and You Outside. I'm sure glad you're here. Hey, I got a call from a game warden a while ago. And there's a farmer over here. It's got a deer hung in the fence, and it's done some damage to the deer, and the farmer's going to go ahead and dispatch it. But the game warden called and said if I wanted this deer. Well, I do want this deer, so I'm going to go get it. I think it's probably the way he talked, a young doe. You're going to want to watch this video now. I'm going to give you a chance to win a $100 Bass Pro Shop gift card. I'll tell you how to do that later. But anyways, I'm going after this here. I got Jackson with me. Jackson's going to be videoing this little episode, and we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go get that deer. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to skin it. I'm going to weigh it whole. Then I'm going to gut it, and I'm going to weigh it again. Then I'm going to take the hide off of it, the head, and everything. It'd be what would call the hanging weight if it was a locker plant with a for beef or something. I'm going to see what the hanging weight is on this deer. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to debone it. I'm going to take all the meat off of that bone, and then I'm going to weigh that. Now, if you can guess exactly to the 100th of an ounce, 100th of a pound, I don't have a 100th of an ounce, but 100th of a pound, what the exact weight is of this deer, of the boned out meat of this deer, how much you actually get to eat, whoever guesses it first will win a $100 Bass Pro Shop gift card. And I'll tell you more about that. You'll hear this 2 or 3 times on this video, but we're going to head over there. We're going to get this deer. We're going to bring it back. We're going to hang it up. We're going to gut it out. We're going to skin it. We're going to do all that stuff on video, so it's going to be kind of fun. So anyhow, I appreciate you watching, being there, and let's go get that deer, and let's have some fun with it, and we're going to eat it too, because it's going to be a wonderful eating deer.
Right after you called.
Oh, right here, Hannah.
So,
oh,
yeah, she got hung up, and I got her out, but she wasn't going to make it. She hasn't moved. All she did was climb back through the fence and lay here for 2 or 3 hours. So I called the conservation. They said, yeah, go ahead and dispatch her, and they'll find somebody.
They get their feet hung up in there.
Yeah,
There ain't nothing you can do about it.
She broke the one real bad. The one that she was caught up in the top 2. They were twisted all around. And she broke it, and then she tore the other one up bad in the barbed wire.
Yeah, what they do is they'll jump. Their whole body will go except their hind legs, and they put their hind legs in here, and they do that right there, and it causes them to twist. Yeah. And they can't get out of that. Right. They cannot get out of that.
Yeah, I just took a couple screwdrivers and untwisted and popped her out, but it just wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
So she's young.
Good eating right there. It's a young.
That's a good eating size. She's one of twins. We've been seeing her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've seen her and the mom and 2. She's one of the twins that we see out here every night. So.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad for you.
But I'd rather her not go to waste.
That's right. That's right. Take care of that. I'm making a YouTube video out of it.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies have them. Like, gosh, I got to get one.
Boy, they're high dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, high dollar.
Yeah. She'll be good eating.
She'll be wonderful eating.
I'd rather go to somebody that...
Yeah, I'll take care of it. She won't go to waste. Yeah, that'd be some great eating right there. I got this deer, brought this deer back to the house, got it hung up. I've got the ears cut off because I'm going to pull that hide off here all in one fell swoop. I'll do that, you'll see that here shortly. It'll be the next day for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and gut it. Now this deer on the carcass, on the hoof, weighed exactly 65 pounds. I've got scales hooked to it up there, as you can see. 65 pounds on the dot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and gut it. I'm gonna weigh it again, see what that weighs, and then we're just gonna go from there. Now I encourage you to stay tuned to this video, because at the very end I'm gonna do a final weight of the meat itself that I get off of a 65-pound doe, and I'm gonna put it out there for you guys to guess what the weight is. If you guess it to the 100th of a pound, you'll win a $100 gift card from Bass Pro. Okay, the first one to guess it correctly wins a $100 Bass Pro gift card. I will send that to you if you guess the exact weight of the boned out meat, ready to eat meat. Okay, it'll be cleaned up and ready to go. And so I'm gonna get all this done. I'm gonna go ahead and get it gutted, and I'll come right back in just a second and let you know what that weighs. Okay, after gutting, 65 prior to gutting. What does it weigh after gutting? I'm gonna tell you in just a second. I got this deer gutted. I haven't washed it out yet, but I'll do it here in just a second. I'll get a water hose on it and wash it out. But it went from 65 to 53 pounds, okay? So it lost about 12 pounds, and that's about what you got here with the guts. Of course, I have the heart here. I'll always keep the heart. There's some good eating right there. We always keep the heart. But so it weighs 53 pounds. Now, next thing you're going to see is me skinning this deer, cutting the legs off. I'll weigh it with the head off and everything, and just basically what we'd call a hanging weight. If it was a beef in a locker or at a butcher, somebody called it a hanging weight. And we're going to find out what that is. But we got 53 pounds on this deer right now. Gutted, just pure gutted, all the guts out of it. So next thing you're going to see is me pulling the hide off this deer. And just like that, it's the next day, the next morning. This deer is hung here all night. Now it's been, it got down to around 40 degrees last night, which is really good for this deer. I can touch this meat here and feel it's really, really cool, which I like that. That's what I want. Now what I did is I just made a couple of cuts on this deer. Come down through here like this. Remember, I've gutted it out. I cut the ears off so I can tie this rope around here. And I've got this rope tied to my mule right here, Kawasaki mule. And I'm gonna rip that hide off of there all in one fell swoop. Hopefully, if nothing weird happens. And sometimes when you do this, things weird happen. But when it works good. So let's get this on here and see how this is gonna work. That worked real good. There's the deer hide. Pull it off there, perfect. All right, let's check this deer out now. I can tell by looking at this deer has a little bit of damage to it, and it's because of that fence. So I'm gonna pull this up here and look at it. I'm not gonna get as much meat, usable meat out of it as I wanted to. Even the damaged meat, though, is going to be included in this contest because the weight needs to, I want the weight of what this deer would have provided to be shown. So I'm going to still use the damaged meat. So the meat that this deer has on it, damaged or not, is going to be included in the total weight of the meat of the deer. So I'm going to take a look at this deer and see how much damage we got on it. It's where that fence, it just tore it up pretty bad. But I'll be able to get all that meat off of there. I'll just keep it separate from the good meat, but I'll still, again, I'm gonna put that in the total weight of this deer. Now I'm gonna get this head cut off here, and I'm gonna hang this meat back up, and I'm gonna weigh it as what's called hanging weight. So we had a 65-pound deer. We took the hide off, it came down to 53 pounds. Now we have our gut, we field dressed it, came to 53 pounds. Now we've taken the hide off, we've taken the legs off, I'm gonna take the head off, and we're gonna weigh that and see how much from 53 pounds it comes down to probably 35 or 40 some pounds, who knows. Anyways, gonna do that next. So let me get this taken care of. I'll get it hung up again, we'll get the weight on there, the scales in there, and we'll see what it does. There is a deer ready to be boned out, cleaned up, and hide off, guts out, legs off, head off. And folks, it is 40 pounds on the money. Again, remember, this started out as a 65-pound. There's the pounds. It's 40 pounds right there on the money. And I have found these scales to be super accurate. I love them. And it's 40 pounds. I mean, you couldn't put 40 pounds any better than that right there. So we had a 65-pound deer. Took the hide off, took the guts out, cut the head off, cut the legs off, and we wound up with 40 pounds. Now, From this point forward, I'm going to debone all this meat, and I'm going to have to work around a bunch of crud here, but I'm going to keep all the meat involved in this situation here. I'm going to take as much meat as I can. I'll take what I can with the rib meat out of here. Of course, the back strap, the loin, all that, shoulder meat. And I'm going to take just the meat, no bones. And you, my friends, have got to guess exactly how much that is. And the first one that guesses it gets a $100 Bass Pro Shop gift card. I will private message them, and then I'll let everybody know on the next video who won. And then, or it's whoever gets the closest. Now, if nobody guesses it exact, but somebody gets the closest to the exact weight of this deer, then they will be the winner. Okay, and the first one that gets it exact, you want to get your weight in quick, because the first one that hits it exact is going to win the $100 Bass Pro gift card. Just doing it for fun. By the way, you have to be a subscriber to play in this contest. So subscribe to my channel, guess the weight, and I thank you for subscribing. I'm not trying to pull fast on here to get people to subscribe, but I do appreciate my subscribers, so it's something I kind of want to do for them. But anyways, you guess the weight, you're a subscriber, you're going to win $100 if you guess it right. So I'll probably show you the pile of meat when it's done, but that's all. You're not going to see anything else. You're going to see just a pile of meat, and you have to guess what it is. So let me get it deboned. It's going to take me a little bit, and I'll come right back. Now I have deboned the carcass itself. I just wanted to show it to you. Took all the rib meat out. Of course, took the back straps out, inner loin, all the meat that I could, even off the neck. I got a pretty good pile of meat going right here, but I still have my quarters right here, 2 hind quarters and the front shoulders right there to do. I'll take all the meat off of them, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. When I get done, I'm going to have a pretty good pile of meat out of this deer. It's surprising how much meat you can actually get when you get real picky. Normally, I probably wouldn't keep the rib meat, but some people do, so that's why I went ahead and took it out. So you just have to factor that in your guessing. So that's what it's looking like right now. Looking good. So I'll finish it out. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the deer meat that I'm going to be weighing right there. This bag right here is full of meat that has some issues that I'll have to really clean up, but I wanted to use the meat in the weight. Got my loin right here. We're going to have these for supper tonight, actually. I'm going to cut them about 6 inches long, wrap them in bacon, season them, wrap them in bacon, put them on the grill. You can't beat it. I'm telling you, it's the best eating ever. All right. I'll have my grandson Jackson out here in a little bit, and then I'll weigh this. He'll be my witness, and we'll weigh all this meat and let the guessing begin. All right, I'm out here on the deck. I've got my meat right here that I showed you earlier. I got a 5-gallon bucket right here that we're going to weigh it in. Now, I'm going to deduct, when I get this final weight, I'm going to deduct for myself 1.5 pounds for the weight of this bucket. Because of my situation here, I'm not able to separate that. Now, these are the scales I have right here. These are pretty good scales. They're digital, and you can see that number right there. And I pull down on that. That shows 19.3, and then it just, whenever you stop completely, because if you move a little bit, that is so sensitive. 15.28 pounds right there. So that's what we're dealing with. So this, whatever this weighs, is going to be something point something pounds. Okay, let's say it's 55 pounds, which isn't, but that's 55. It'll be 55.36 pounds. That's what you're looking at. So that's going to be, you can guess directly on. If you want to guess an even number, that's just up to you, because I don't have a clue what this weighs, folks. But so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put all this meat in this bag, or in this bucket. I got a nice clean 5-gallon bucket right here. Big old bag of meat right there. These are all the back straps and the inner loin, because I'm keeping that separate because I'm going to cook that real soon here. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick this bucket up, and Jackson is going to keep the camera on me while I'm holding this, but he's not going to let you see the screen of that weight right there because there's a bunch of cheaters out there. Bunch of cheaters. You would all try to guess what this is, so I'm not gonna let you do that. So I'm gonna turn this on. It'll be on a 0 right here. 0. Read it, Jackson.
0.24.
Well, because I jiggled this, that's how sensitive it is. So I'm gonna 0 it back out. You can't move it. See, it's that sensitive. I had to hold it real still. See that 0, 0? Is it? 0, 0, 0?
Yep.
All right. Now I'm going to take this bucket, Jackson. Don't let the camera get this screen in there, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to lift this up. Put the camera on me. And as soon as that stops, you record that number and tell me you got it.
Okay.
Got it?
I got it. Wait. Wow, it's 100 pounds.
Don't mess around. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You got the number. Okay.
I got the number.
All right. Now, I don't even know what Jackson saw there. I have an idea, but I don't know for sure. So, you people out there can guess what that is in the comments. Somebody's going to get it right. And there's going to be a lot of wrong guesses, obviously, but somebody's going to get it right. If you guess what that is, folks, what the way that meat is, and again, for my own sake, I'll subtract 1.5 pounds exactly for this bucket. But outside of that, that's a good bucket of meat right there on a deer that was caught in the fence. So there you go. Appreciate you watching this episode of Me and You Outside, my friends. I appreciate you being out there. Appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Hit the like button. Make a comment. Well, you're going to make a comment if you want to win this $100 gift card from Bass Pro Shop. That's up to you. But somebody's going to win out there. Appreciate you playing the game, having fun with it. Wherever you're at in this whole world, my friends, have a good morning, good day, good night. Another video is coming right around the corner.